In this video, I'm going to be cleaning up and protecting this car with the help of a few new chemicals. This is not a sponsored video, however the products by Valet Pro and some of the accessories and equipment that I'm using here have been sent by the respective brands. So as always, I'm going to be giving you my honest thoughts on them throughout the video. The first thing that I did on this car was mix up a 1:4 ratio of Squid Ink Citrus and pre-wash the wheels using this product, and I was pleased to say that it did a very good job and removed most of the grime to make the contact washing process a bit safer. On the tyres, I went for the Geon tyre cleaner, and I found this to be one of the most potent ones that I have tried. I did do 2 hits on these tyres as they were pretty dirty to begin with, however I have found that in most situations a single hit of this product is sufficient. On the alloy faces and barrels, I used Valet Pro Dragon's Breath, which is described as an iron fallout remover and wheel cleaner. However, having used it a few times, I do think it leans primarily towards being an iron fallout remover. So it's good at tackling some stubborn brake dust. However, to add some more lubrication to this wash process, I did add high definition details wheel shampoo to my bucket, and I felt like this combination of chemicals worked well to handle all the different types of contamination on the wheels, whilst minimising the risk of marring or scratching the surface. To pre-wash this car, I again went for that 1:4 mix of Squid Ink Citrus and just applied this to the lower sections where the traffic film had splashed up onto the paintwork. Once the citrus had been sat on the car for a couple of minutes, I then layered the Valet Pro pH neutral snow foam over the top of it and used a 1:9 ratio of this product. Being a pH neutral snow foam, it doesn't have a lot of kick to it by itself, so it's really more suited for either layering over the top of a citrus to extend that dwell time, or as a summer snow foam when the car just isn't quite as dirty. I let this snow foam sit on the car for about 8 minutes before rinsing off. It is quite a thick sort of snow foam, and it had a little bit of a tendency to drag itself down the panels, so you could see some patches that were going to begin to dry out. I could have probably benefited by just dialing back the ratio here to produce a sort of thinner but wetter foam, which would have probably extended the dwell time for longer. With that said though, this combination of chemicals did a really good job at pre-washing the car and preparing it for a safe contact wash. For the contact wash, I went with Valet Pro Advanced Poseidon Car Wash, which is a gloss enhancing shampoo. I did find that this shampoo suffered from a few issues that I have personally with gloss enhancing shampoos in general. Firstly, you need quite a lot of this product, so I actually had to use 100ml of shampoo as my buckets are pretty large, which is more than I usually use. Although the shampoo did still feel reasonably slick and safe on the paintwork, it just wasn't the sort of slickest one that I've tried, and the suds didn't seem to transfer as well to the paintwork, and died reasonably quickly in the bucket, so I did have to fluff it back up using the pressure washer again. The Valet Pro microfiber mitt though that I was using here, I was a big fan of, and I've been using this quite a lot recently. With a lot of the microfiber being white, it's quite easy to see if you do get any dirt on the mitt. And I also found that it released dirt very, very easily when I was rinsing it out in the bucket after I'd done the very lower sections. During the contact wash, I did pay extra attention to the rubber seals, which had accumulated quite a lot of moss, so I used the Valet Pro sash brush here compared to a softer one, just to make sure I was agitating it properly. And I also topped up those areas with the Squid Ink Citrus that I was using previously to add that extra cleaning power. As you could see, once I rinsed the car down, the water behaviour was completely flat, so I went in with Valet Pro Snow Seal to add some quick protection to it. I used 100ml of the product to 400ml of water in the foam lance, sprayed it over the car and tried to avoid the windshield as much as possible, as it says on the bottle to avoid that area, and then rinsed it off as soon as I got round the car. As you can see, the performance of this product was solid. It left some nice water behaviour behind, considering that the panel was totally flat to begin with. I also do think this product really excels when you layer it over the top of existing protection that's just starting to dwindle. When I've done this previously, I got some really impressive water behaviour. So I think it's a good option if you're looking for something to just really quickly maintain existing protection when you don't want to be outside in the cold for too long. To dry the car, I sheeted most of the water off it using an open hose and then went in with the Blow Air RS. To mop up the remaining water on the panels, I used the Valet Pro drying towel, which is a little bit different to the typical twisted loop drying towel. Instead, this has a plusher, softer feel, which I personally prefer, although it is worth noting that I don't think it is as absorbent as a traditional twisted loop drying towel. I did notice that some of the areas of the chrome trim on this car did need a little bit of extra attention, so I went in with the teacup metal polish, which is really cheap but very effective, and that was just quickly able to bring that up to a nice shine again. I did also tidy up the glass using the Valet Pro glass cleaner, which was a solid product, had a fairly quick flash time, but left a perfectly streak-free and crystal clear finish. I also gave the door shuts a quick wipe down with the Valet Pro Citrus Bling Detailer, and I've found this to be one of my favourite products of theirs. It's a really good no-nonsense quick detailer spray, so it's not going to add tons of sort of protection. It's not like a hybrid spray, and has that focus more on cleaning ability and just bringing the gloss up a little bit. It's a good one to have on hand just to tidy anything up after washing and drying the car. To finish off the car, I used Valet Pro's Maximum Shine Tyre Gel, which I can certainly say did live up to the name and left a pretty glossy finish. I was a little bit worried that this product might be a bit sort of streaky and smeary to apply, but that wasn't the case at all, and a little goes a long way. It's really easy to spread and get a nice consistent finish. One thing that I did note though is that it's really easy to spill the product down the side of the bottle when you're dispensing it onto the applicator, as it is very, very thin, so it can pour out the bottle super quickly. So I do think that it could benefit from sort of a flip cap design maybe, or some kind of nozzle just to slow down how quickly it dispenses.